In the quiet, mist-laden highlands of Scotland, where the air is thick with legend and the waters of Loch Ness shimmer with secrets, a new chapter in the age-old tale of the Loch Ness Monster was about to unfold. For centuries, the world had been captivated by the enigmatic creature said to dwell in the depths of this ancient lake, a place where folklore intertwined with the aspirations of cryptozoologists and the curiosity of tourists. Yet, as the sun rose over the loch one crisp autumn morning, a group of researchers was about to uncover evidence that would reignite the debate and stir the imaginations of many. The day began like any other, with the soft sounds of water lapping against the shore and the distant call of a lone bird echoing across the stillness. Dr. Eliza McGregor, a marine biologist with a penchant for the unusual, stood at the edge of the loch, her heart racing with anticipation. She had dedicated her career to studying the unexplained, and the Loch Ness Monster was the crown jewel of her pursuits. Her team had spent months preparing for this expedition, equipped with the latest technology, sonar devices, and a fervent belief that the truth lay beneath the surface. As the boat glided across the dark waters, the team deployed their sonar equipment, sending out waves that would bounce back with information about the lake's depths. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a mix of skepticism and hope. Dr. McGregor had heard the stories, the countless accounts of sightings, the blurry photographs, and the tantalizing whispers of a creature that defied explanation. Yet, she remained grounded in her scientific approach, determined to uncover the truth, whatever that might be. Hours passed, with little more than the occasional ripple disturbing the surface. Just as doubt began to creep into the minds of the team, the sonar operator, a young man named Tom, suddenly shouted out, his voice cutting through the serene quiet. "We've got something, a large object, approximately 30 meters down." The excitement in the air was palpable as the team gathered around the screen, their eyes wide with disbelief. The sonar image displayed a shape that was unmistakably large and elongated, reminiscent of the descriptions that had echoed through the ages. Dr. McGregor's heart raced as she studied the screen. Could this be it? Could this be the evidence they had been searching for? The team quickly recalibrated their equipment, adjusting the frequency to get a clearer reading. As they did, the shape became more defined, appearing almost serpentine, with distinct contours that seemed to defy the natural formations of the loch's floor. The team exchanged glances, a mix of skepticism and excitement swirling among them. They were on the brink of something monumental. As they continued their investigation, the team decided to dive deeper, literally. Equipped with underwater cameras and diving gear, they prepared to explore the area where the sonar had detected the anomaly. Dr. McGregor led the charge, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration as she descended into the cold, dark waters of Loch Ness. Each stroke brought her closer to the unknown, the weight of centuries of lore pressing down on her as she ventured into the depths. The visibility was low and the water was frigid, but she pressed on, her flashlight cutting through the murkiness. As she swam deeper, she felt a strange sensation, as if the water itself was alive with history. The ancient stones that lined the lakebed seemed to whisper secrets, and for a moment she could almost hear the echoes of past witnesses who had gazed into the abyss, hoping to catch a glimpse of the creature that had eluded so many. Then, just as she began to question whether they would find anything at all, her light flickered across a large, shadowy form. Dr. McGregor's breath caught in her throat as she focused her beam on the object. There it was, a massive shape, unlike anything she had ever seen. It was long and sleek, with a series of ridges running along its back. For a moment, time stood still as she stared in awe, her mind racing with possibilities. Was this the Loch Ness Monster, or was it merely an elaborate trick of light and shadow? Emerging from the water, Dr. McGregor felt a surge of adrenaline as she relayed her findings to her team. They gathered around the monitors, their faces illuminated by the glow of the screens as they reviewed the footage captured by the underwater cameras. The images were grainy but unmistakable. The shape moved gracefully through the water, its presence commanding and majestic. The team erupted into a flurry of discussion, each member grappling with the implications of what they had witnessed. As the days turned into weeks, the excitement surrounding the discovery grew. News outlets from around the world descended upon Loch Ness, eager to report on the latest evidence of the fabled creature. Speculation ran rampant. Scientists debated the possibility of a previously unknown species, while skeptics dismissed the findings as a hoax or a misinterpretation of natural phenomena. But for Dr. McGregor and her team, the evidence was undeniable. They had captured something extraordinary, a glimpse into the depths of a mystery that had captivated humanity for generations. In the midst of the media frenzy, Dr. McGregor found herself reflecting on the significance of their discovery. It was not merely about proving the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. It was about the stories that had shaped the culture and identity of the Scottish Highlands. The monster was a symbol of hope, a reminder that the world still held mysteries waiting to be uncovered. It was a bridge between the past and the present, a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the human spirit's desire to explore the unknown. As the team prepared for a second expedition, they decided to invite a few local historians and folklorists to join them. They believed that understanding the cultural context of the Loch Ness Monster could enrich their findings. Among the invited guests was Fiona MacLeod, a renowned storyteller and keeper of the region's myths. With her fiery red hair and deep-set green eyes, she embodied the spirit of the Highlands. Her presence added a layer of depth to the scientific endeavor, a reminder that the stories of the past were just as important as the evidence they sought. The second expedition was a blend of science and storytelling. As the team navigated the loch, Fiona recounted tales of the monster that had been passed down through generations. She spoke of the ancient Celts who believed that the waters of Loch Ness were sacred, inhabited by beings that transcended the physical world. Her words painted vivid images of a creature that was both feared and revered, a guardian of the loch's secrets. As they explored the depths once more, the team felt a newfound sense of purpose. They were not just searching for a creature, they were uncovering a part of the human experience, a connection to the past that resonated deeply within them. Each sonar ping, each ripple on the surface, felt imbued with meaning, as if the loch itself was inviting them to listen to its stories. Days turned into a whirlwind of activity as the team gathered more data, reviewed footage, and engaged with the community. Locals shared their own encounters, recounting tales of strange sightings and inexplicable phenomena. Some claimed to have seen the monster rise from the depths, while others spoke of the eerie stillness that enveloped the loch on certain nights. Each story added another layer to the tapestry of the Loch Ness Monster, enriching the narrative that had captivated the world for so long. As the team prepared for their final dive, the excitement reached a fever pitch. They had gathered enough evidence to support a scientific paper, but more importantly, they had forged connections with the community and reignited a sense of wonder that had long been dormant. The loch was no longer just a body of water. It was a living entity, filled with history, culture, and the promise of discovery. Descending into the depths for the last time, Dr. McGregor felt a sense of closure wash over her. The water enveloped her like a shroud, and she swam with purpose, guided by the knowledge that they were on the brink of something extraordinary. As she approached the area where they had previously captured the mysterious shape, she felt a surge of anticipation. What would they find this time? The underwater world was a kaleidoscope of colors and textures, a realm that felt both alien and familiar. Her flashlight illuminated the contours of the lakebed, revealing the remnants of ancient trees and stones that had witnessed the passage of time. And then, just as before, she spotted the large shape, now clearer and more defined. It was as if the creature had been waiting for them, a sentinel of the loch. Poised to reveal its secrets, with trembling hands, she activated the camera once more, capturing the moment for posterity. The creature moved gracefully, its form undulating in the water, as if dancing to a rhythm only it could hear. Dr. McGregor's heart raced as she watched, entranced by the beauty and majesty of the being before her. It was a moment of pure magic, a connection to something greater than herself. As the team emerged from the water, the atmosphere was electric. They had captured something remarkable, but more importantly, they had forged a bond with the loch and its stories. The evidence they had gathered would be scrutinized, debated, and celebrated, but it was the experience of the journey that would resonate within them for years to come. In the weeks that followed, Dr. McGregor and her team published their findings, sparking renewed interest in the Loch Ness Monster. Documentaries were produced, articles written, and debates ignited in academic circles. Yet amidst the frenzy, the heart of the story remained grounded in the connection to the land, the people, and the legends that had shaped the narrative for centuries. Fiona MacLeod became a key figure in the ongoing dialogue, sharing her insights and weaving the tales of the Highlands into the fabric of the scientific discourse. She reminded everyone that the Loch Ness Monster was not merely a creature to be proven or disproven. It was a symbol of the mysteries that lay just beyond the horizon, waiting to be explored. The loch had become a place of pilgrimage, where scientists and dreamers alike gathered to share their stories and seek answers. As the seasons changed and the years rolled on, the legend of the Loch Ness Monster continued to evolve. New generations of explorers took to the waters, armed with technology and fueled by curiosity. Each expedition added another layer to the mythos, and the loch remained a beacon of intrigue, drawing people from all walks of life. Dr. McGregor often returned to the loch, her heart forever intertwined with its waters. She would sit by the shore, reflecting on the journey that had led her to this point. The monster, whether real or imagined, had become a part of her identity, a reminder of the power of belief and the allure of the unknown. She understood that the quest for answers was not merely about finding the creature. It was about embracing the stories that connected them all. And so, the legend of the Loch Ness Monster lived on, a tapestry woven from threads of science, folklore, and the unyielding human spirit. The loch remained a place where dreams met reality, where the echoes of the past resonated in the present, and where the mysteries of the deep continued to inspire wonder. In the heart of Scotland, beneath the shimmering waters, the legend thrived, inviting all who dared to seek its secrets.